Hello to all our audience tuning into our channel. We're so glad to have you with us. Stay tuned for exciting content. Let's get started.
The story begins with Nia confronting her mother about her drug use and the deteriorating state of their home. Nia discovers her mother is using again, with past due bills scattered around and money missing. The confrontation escalates when Nia tells her mother she looks sick and questions what her father would think. Her mother, a former Black Panther Party member whose partner has been incarcerated for 24 years, breaks down about losing everything. Despite Nia's attempts to help by offering to pay bills, the relationship crumbles when Nia admits she can't respect her mother anymore. The scene ends with Nia's mother begging her not to leave as Nia walks away, unable to continue supporting her mother's addiction.
Nia connects with Mills, who presents her with a major opportunity involving a significant drug deal worth $17,500. Though initially hesitant about the heavier product Mills is offering, Nia agrees to front the drugs and see what she can do with them. Mills reminds her of past favors, leveraging their relationship to secure the deal. Meanwhile, Nia struggles with how to tell her crew about this new direction. The crew gathers to discuss a high-stakes robbery. They identify a poker game on the south side where serious money is on the table, potentially $100,000 in cash. Despite the risks involved with targeting rowdy players, the crew decides this could be their ticket to changing their lives. Bella, Nia, and their associate agree to move forward with the plan, each bringing their own skills to the table. A news report reveals the broader context of their world. The Mendoza cartel faces pressure from U.S. law enforcement after arrests and seizures worth $3.3 billion. The cartel issues directives to cease opioid production and trafficking, showing how international drug trade dynamics affect local operations. The crew executes their plan with precision. The robbery unfolds as a well-rehearsed dance, mixing strategy, instinct, and nerve. They describe themselves as a symphony of synchronized estrogen, moving through the heist with calculated efficiency. The scene captures the rush of adrenaline and the thrill of defying odds. They successfully escape into the night, leaving behind a trail of exhilaration and triumph. Following the successful heist, the crew counts their earnings, $70,000 to split 3 ways. While celebrating their success, tensions arise about whether this score is enough. Nia suggests they could get out of the game with this money, but disagreements emerge about what constitutes enough. The conversation reveals different perspectives on risk, ambition, and exit strategies.
The crew learns about a pharmaceutical operation that netted $3.3 billion, inspiring them to think bigger. They begin planning to get into the pill business, with connections to doctors who might be willing to write prescriptions for the right price. This marks a shift from street-level robbery to more sophisticated drug trafficking operations. Several family conflicts emerge throughout the narrative. Riches deals with her controlling aunt Goldie, the stallion, who threatens violence against anyone who gets close to her niece. The aunt's possessiveness creates tension during birthday celebrations and family interactions. Meanwhile, other characters struggle with addiction, family loyalty, and the impact of the drug trade on their loved ones.
Dr. Johnson faces financial difficulties with his practice struggling against larger medical facilities and telemedicine competitors. His house is in foreclosure, and his daughter's private school payments are behind. The crew approaches him with a proposition: use his medical license to write prescriptions for pills in exchange for $100,000. Despite his initial resistance and references to his Hippocratic oath, the financial pressure and direct threats eventually force him to comply. The crew begins working with various suppliers and distributors, including Dragon, who provides different types of pills and drugs. They test products, establish distribution networks, and begin scaling their operations. The pharmaceutical side of their business grows as they leverage the doctor's prescriptions to create a steady supply of legal drugs for illegal distribution.
Tensions escalate when rival dealer Goldie Stallion becomes involved in territorial disputes. After initially working together, relationships deteriorate over product quality, territory, and respect. The crew faces threats from Goldie's crew, leading to violent confrontations and the eventual decision to cut ties with her operation. Detective Brown and her team conduct a raid on the crew's operation, seizing drugs, money, and arresting associates. The raid is particularly personal for Dragon, whose sister was previously arrested by Detective Brown. The confrontation results in violence, with Dragon ultimately killing Detective Brown in revenge for her sister's imprisonment. The conflict with Goldie's crew escalates when they target Naya's younger brother, Havana. In a brutal assault, Goldie's associates torture and severely injure the young man as retaliation against Naya. The crew rushes Havana to their doctor contact for emergency medical treatment, highlighting how the drug trade's violence extends to innocent family members.
Amidst the chaos, Nia develops a romantic relationship with Dr. Johnson. Their connection grows from the professional arrangement into genuine affection, providing a humanizing element to the otherwise violent narrative. Their relationship represents a potential path toward leaving the criminal life behind. The story builds to a climactic shootout between the crew and their enemies. Goldie's crew tracks them down for a final confrontation, leading to an intense gunfight. The battle is described as a defiant ballet where destiny clashes with the merciless pulse of gunfire. The crew, armed to the teeth, makes their last stand in what they consider their royal concrete kingdom. The final shootout marks both the end of immediate threats and the beginning of legend. The narrator reflects on the inherent nature of drugs and money, concluding that these things aren't inherently evil, rather it's people who make them destructive. This philosophical ending suggests that the characters have learned something about the true cost of their choices, even as they've paid a heavy price for their involvement in the drug trade. The story chronicles the rise and fall of a group of women trying to escape poverty through increasingly dangerous criminal enterprises, showing how violence, addiction, and corruption spread through communities, affecting not just the participants, but their families and loved ones. It's a cautionary tale about the seductive nature of easy money and the inevitable consequences of choosing crime as a path to prosperity.